Hey everybody, thank you very much for joining me, Laurie, into your weekly reading for the 2nd of April to the 8th of April. If you do hear any laughing or screaming, it's because of my neighbours. I'm doing this in the evening on the full moon on the 31st of March. It's really, really good energy, so I just thought I would come up here and do this. I'm just going to start by having a little announcement, not a big one. On the April readings, thank you very much, Sarah, who emailed me and said that she'd noticed that my, the links to my website weren't working. And considering I've just done a big overhaul of the website, I was a bit concerned. But Mercury retrograde has been in full force, and basically it stopped working. So yeah, now it's fixed. I've gone through every single link on every single video from I think maybe April only, not March, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you should now be able to go directly to my website and order a reading, because unfortunately it didn't really work before, and I don't know why. I don't know when it started happening, but thousands of people who may have been watching my videos wouldn't have been able to click on the link to go to my website to purchase a reading if they were invested in one. But I just wanted to say, if you do notice any broken links anywhere on the site, any video, please let me know, because this is what I'm here for. I'm here to give you personal readings. I'm here to give you general readings. If you do notice anything, please do let me know and I will fix it immediately, so it's easier for you to access what you need to access, basically. I think there was also an issue with my Instagram page and people couldn't access that. I think that's resolved now, so please do let me know if you see anything out of the ordinary. And I've also updated the banner on my YouTube channel, so it's got a nice pretty new banner now. But yeah, I just wanted to say that the link is fixed. If you want a reading, the link is fixed, so you should be able to now go on the link to the website, and there you go. I'm so sorry for anybody who has tried to and it didn't work, but now is the prime time over the Easter holidays to book a reading, because my schedule's pretty much free, apart from obviously the readings spells I'm due to do. But yeah, if you want a reading, let me know. Okay, so we're going to be using the Archangel Oracle deck, and I'm just going to start shuffling these, see what they have to say. And I'm sorry for people who tried to tune into the rune reading, again, Mercury retrograde, because that also stopped working. It cut off about 6 minutes in, and I was just talking to myself for 5 minutes. That didn't even make it onto YouTube. So such is technology, hey? But I am going to try and do more live readings, and I'm going to try and do more live one-to-ones and stuff like that. So fingers crossed you'll see more content like that coming forward soon. Okay, something just threw out at me. And we have leadership, the first one. Let's have a look at the next one. I'm just trying to tune into the Libra moon at the moment. Somebody's drinking a lot of tea. I don't know who that is, but somebody's drinking a lot of tea. And they're not necessarily saying it's a bad thing. They're actually saying it's quite positive. So if you can, drink some cleansing tea. Bit weird. Okay. Tea rather than coffee, I think, this week. Just tea. Calm yourself down. It's Mercury retrograde after all. Alright, come on. You normally speak. Whoa, okay. I hope you saw that, because it literally flew in my face. Okay, brilliant idea. That's a really nice card to have too. Alright. Moon cycles. What are we in right now? Today. Moon cycles. And the last one. Okay, you. Divine order. Speaking of order, let's get it in the right one. Alright, so we have 4 different angels today. Let's just see. Leadership. Okay. I'm seeing a kind of pattern here. I'm seeing a kind of pattern. So we have leadership. Now, I don't know whether you can see this. Oh, where am I going? Okay. I'll get there in the end. So leadership. This one says it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. And I would say that is correct. Mainly because we're coming into a time when people are going to be looking to us. And okay, this is going to get a little bit skiffy for some people, but they said as a white woman of privilege, people are going to be looking to us to kind of help other minority groups and people of colour and women of colour, and not to just say, well, it's always been like this, and you know, that kind of thing. Or the way that you do your spirituality as a person of colour is wrong compared to mine, or your God or your belief system is wrong compared to mine. That's not leadership, that's dictatorship. So what we need to do is, I'm a white woman, I have privilege, I accept that privilege is, you know, a privilege, and I'm very much aware that I have an automatic leg up compared to other people. There are other things that don't make me, or I don't have privilege in areas, but for the most part, yes, I do. And I think it's about owning that and very much saying, well, what can I do to help others? It could be that you're richer than others. It could be that you have more money or more opportunity. It could be that you're in a person of colour in a position of authority. How are you going to be leading that? I mean, I'm not putting this on anybody. This is what you're supposed to do. I'm not doing that. What it's basically saying is looking at how your behaviour reflects and leads others or draws others. It's kind of like looking at what you are doing and putting that into perspective, putting that into a kind of drawing point for other people and go, oh, so it is possible. Oh, it is possible for me to do this. Oh, okay. And it's just to show that other people it's possible. And I think because it's full moon in Libra, it's all about balance. And depending on what house Libra's in, then it could be shining a light on something in particular in your chart. It would depend on your personal chart, but there is a balance here. There's equality, social justice is coming through because it's Libra, and that feeling of we need to stand up and we need to make ourselves aware of what things are wrong and how we can change that, even if it's a small thing, small donation, a small presentation. You know, we need to be able to help each other, and I think that's the main thing that's coming through. They did say is, I was not expecting to deliver this message this evening. Let me just tell you that I did not expect, when I was kind of getting ready and meditating and getting on, I did not expect this to come out. So it's leadership. We need to step up into our power, but we cannot use it just to help people like us. We need to help everybody who has got a good heart, who has got a good work ethic, got a good soul, no matter what else is on the visage, you know. We need to help. Brilliant idea. This is Archangel Uriel. This is, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. I don't know whether this is relevant to the point I've just made. But I do feel like you're going to have a problem-solving ability. Libra are very problem-solving. They have great solutions. They're very diplomatic. And so with the full moon in Libra, I think this is going to kickstart our week into going, okay, so let's think outside the box and let's see what things that we can actually draw in here. So I feel like this is going to be a week of making sure that we know which direction we're going into, making sure that we know where we're going to be, how we're going to unite ourselves, and what is up to us. What are we doing for ourselves? What are we doing for the people around us? And I think this is basically something that's happening for a lot of people at the moment anyway, but this is particularly of importance for some people who may have actually slipped away. I don't mean pass away, but I mean slip away as in slip off some kind of track that you were going to go on. Your life experience has changed, your life experience has gone into some alteration, and I don't know where I've just gone, but snapped back right now as I was speaking, and I was like, oh, where did you just take me? But they were telling me something about having this particular soul purpose and having this idea and the problem solving and getting on board and having that energy come through. So whatever came afterwards, I don't actually know what I said. So they just took me away a little bit of a second. So be aware of that. I might watch it back myself, see what I said. The next is moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations. Manifestations seems to be underlined for me, and capitalize upon these cycles. So we're in a waning phase from the 31st. So this week is going to be completely waning. And I feel that in this one, it's good for spells. If you do spells, I mean, I do spells, to banish, to get rid of habits you no longer need, to get rid of energies you no longer need, spring clean, reflect. Most importantly is reflect. Make sure that you are kind of cleansing yourself and, winding down rather than building up. I mean, some people who are very rigid in their moon cycles, they will not perform a spell for prosperity during this time because they see it as something that they will not get because it's in a waning phase. But I feel that this is going to affect a lot of people's emotions. It may also be that your moon sign has a lot to do with what you're doing here as well. So maybe check up on your moon sign, because I feel that this is going to be quite important for you to just latch hold of and have a look at. You are connecting to each other, you are being in tune with one another, and I think that this is all to do with it's a blue moon today, isn't it? So it's probably the fact that this is a very big impact. But also our atmosphere is a little bit disturbed. They're showing me that the atmosphere is a little bit disturbed. Maybe it's because of that satellite, is it? Chinese satellite that's kind of crashing to Earth. Maybe that's the disturbance. Maybe it's the solar flares that's come through. But there's a connection coming in here that they're asking you to just kind of breathe and accept things and sort of have that experience that maybe you need to have this week. I don't know what that entails, but being in tune with your emotions and not ignoring it, basically. And then we have divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So, taking control, taking ownership, they said. Taking ownership. Okay. They kind of say, and when I say they, I don't know who's giving me this. It may be the angels themselves. It may be my guides. Or it may be spirit. Or I don't know. But the main thing is, don't just kind of... If you're wanting to do something, don't expect it to just be done for you. So for instance, I want to write a book. I want to finish the book. And I want to get it out there. And I want people to be able to read it. It's not going to finish itself. And we need to own that. But at the moment, there's various factors that may delay certain things for you, or that may speed them up. But if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for this, or this has taken a long time, I feel ready, there's something behind it here. I know for a fact that a few of my friends and myself have been delayed by about 12 months, and there was a reason for this, but I don't know what it was. But some of you have been delayed by 12 months for a particular reason, and there's a reason here. You may understand it when you meditate, you may understand it when you tune into your practice, but there is a reason this has happened. So tune into that. See if you can get that information in this week. It seems to be a jumbled week. More international disputes. That's what they just said to me, because I asked, is there something that's coming up in the world? Because I didn't get to do the rune reading. And they said more international disputes, more things coming forward with regards to certain elements coming together, more revelations. And it's kind of like this crest logo thing. I don't know who that is. switched off again. I don't know who that is, but there's a crest logo or something coming out of it, I don't know. And it feels like that's going to be involved somehow. But that's all they seem to want to tell me. They say it's a high time for magic, it's high time to do miracles, and it's high time to manifest. So do whatever you can, brace yourselves, I think, for the energy of Aries, the energy of April. We've only got 2 weeks left of Mercury retrograde. I know it's tough, it's hitting me full force, and I'm sure it is for other people too. And if you do want a reading, the link should work now, but if it doesn't, please let me know. But many blessings to everybody. I really hope that this week is good for you. Happy Easter or happy Passover to those who may celebrate. And yeah, I think that's it from me, and they don't seem to want to tell me anything else. But I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to speaking to you guys soon.